You got to stay 10 toes down on you. You got to be making sure that you're undeniable, that you're undefeatable, that you're unmatched. You got women out here that are younger putting in work. You got women out here that can only afford a $10 membership to the gym, and they're still going to the gym. They still look nice. And then you got these men out here turning their heads left and right, and you're feeling some type of way. Take care of yourself. You attract what you are. So currently, if you have bad habits, you're at home on a dating site over here, binge eating on your dating sites, doing nothing that's making you look healthier, happier, or hotter. And you want a man to come over here and worship the ground that you walk on. Babe, you don't even worship the ground you walk on. Okay? You should be becoming your healthiest, your hottest self so that you are undeniable. Some of you guys are deniable because you're not healthy. Simple as that. Because you're not healthy. Your cortisol levels are high because of stress and eating. Right? You're not working out, you're not moving your body, you're lazy and sluggish. What man wants a woman that has no stamina? Once you change yourself and become that girl, your energy will be so magnetic that you won't even have to worry about the low vibrational, useless men in the world. I get it. There are men out here that are just a waste of time, honestly, or a waste of space. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to a new video in the same outfit. I've never done this before, but in today's video, we are going to be talking about how or why to decenter men. If you're looking to glow up, you're looking to become that girl, this is the video for you. This is the energy for you. If you're new to meeting me for the first time, my name is Shanice. I'm your favorite coach. I'm the girl's favorite coach. I keep it real on here and you love it. I'm here to pour into you and not gatekeep anything or sugarcoat anything. For all of my lovelies returning constantly, I love you guys. I love having you here. Let's hug it out. Love having you here. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and maybe drop some orange heart emojis. I got everybody just staring at me looking like, girl, why are you talking to a camera? But we are out here for a reason. Ladies, when it comes to decentering men, this is such a conversation that has been going on the internet for so long. So I'm like, let's have a little girls chat. Women, I don't believe in decentering men. I believe in women holding themselves accountable to the behaviors and the mindsets that you need to work on or heal from. Once you start putting the focus back on you and taking care of yourself and treating yourself like you are that queen, a man or a man should not and would not be a focus in the center for you to even have to decenter men. I've been in relationships before where the man was the center. Let's talk about both relationships. I've had a total of, I would say, 3 real official relationships. And starting with my first one coming out of high school, I was so naive. I was also a girl that had such low self-esteem and confidence. And honey, you could gaslight me. You could tell me you were going to give me the world, baby. I would still accept your bad habits. I would still accept the toxicity. I would still accept the fights, the never ending fights. I would still run back to you. I would still accept the breadcrumbs and the bare minimum. I would still accept it all. Would I do that today? No, 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 no. And I don't need to decenter men to not do that today. I had to get to the point where I had to look inwards at myself at, girl, what have you been doing? I had lost myself. I came out of relationships and I was lost. I was drained. I was insecure. I didn't know who I was. I didn't even know what I like to eat because most of the times in those relationships, I was following behind them. I was yes man. I was yes, let's go here. Let's do this. I'll be here at this time. I'm going to drive 45 minutes to your house because I want to see you, not because you want to see me. And I had no self-respect or standards, and it showed. And so those men took advantage of me. You probably have no self-respect or standards, and that's why men take advantage of you. You probably are seeking so much in your life, validation, somebody to tell you that you're beautiful, or you're this, or you're that, or to stroke your ego. And that is why you're so hung up on men. This is not a man problem. This is a you problem. Sometimes you even have friends that are worse. You only make it worse for you. You got toxic friends that are all pick-me's, and you think men are the problem. I truly believe that women are the problem, especially when you're suffering from low confidence and your friends are suffering from low confidence, and you want to be the pick-me's, the ones that are loud, the ones that are doing the most with the puckering up your lips attitude on 10. Who do you think you are? Men love a woman that is humble, also hardworking and kind and grateful and not entitled. Some of y'all enter these relationships with so much entitlement, and the only thing you offer is your body. You got to get to the point where you are working on yourself, that you have more to offer on the table than your body. You have more to offer men, more than your body. If a man were to ask you, what do you bring to the table, baby, it should never be your body. Your body should be the last thing that you offer. And I'm so glad I got to this point in life where I don't even offer my body at this point, babe. You got to put a ring on my finger to have my body. How many relationships are we going to go through that have empty promises, and you've just been skinning out, you've been cleaning the house, you've been being this title, trying to win the title of wifey of the year, and you're not a wife yet. But you put the man as a center, you worship him, you're my man, my man, my man. Oh, chill. Who are you? Because most of the times we end up putting our entire identity in that man or that role. I'm a wife, I'm a this, I'm a girlfriend, I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend, I'm his girlfriend. That is not your identity, babe. I've mentioned it before, your identity is found in Christ. And as you get closer to God, you're going to find your purpose. You're going to find more clarity. And God is going to bless you with the man that is meant to be with you. What God needs from you is for you to work on yourself. But you constantly give up on yourself. You constantly talk so terribly to yourself. And you're out here, oh, did he look at me? Oh, does he think I'm pretty? Oh, my God. Guess who's texting me? Girl, why are you so accessible? Why are you so desperate? Men don't want women that are desperate or so easily accessible. The ones that want those kind of women, they want to use and abuse you. They want to use and abuse that coochie. They want to use and abuse your energy, how naive you are. Girl, you would do anything for him. Get to the point where you're like, nah, this doesn't work for me. This is what works for me, and this is what doesn't work for me, babe. You should be able to have that man work for you. You shouldn't be over here working for him. But what do you offer? Will a friend even see value in you? Have you been working on your values? Have you been pouring into your own worth? Until I started to work on things that people couldn't take from me, because I remember promising this to myself. I was like, I'm going to start to work on my character. I'm going to start to work on my business. I'm going to start to work on my beauty, my health, my body. I'm going to start to work on all the things that people cannot take from me. Baby, you see the products, let me give you a better view. I wanted to work on things that people could never take from me. That's your character that you're working on. That's me being more intentional. That's me working on having more grit and resilience. That's me becoming a physically, emotionally, and mentally stronger person. That's me becoming more financially stable before entering a relationship with a generous man. I wanted to prepare myself for the titles. Even though I don't need a title, for example, I mentioned this before, I wanted to prepare myself to become a professional bodybuilder, a professional Olympian, and I would only look up to those that were already doing top 5 at Olympia. I wanted to be at a certain caliber. I wanted to offer something that was different more than my body, but you can also see my hard work, the resilience, the discipline that comes with you striving for your goals, you wanting to become a better person, you wanting to become a healthier version of yourself. These are all traits that are going to be so attractive. So if you are not working on becoming the healthier, hotter, happier version of yourself, how is anyone going to love you? How is anyone going to want you in their presence without you seeming annoying? A lot of the times I just cut some women off because I'm like, you're just annoying. You're reliant. I don't want you to be reliant on me emotionally or physically or mentally. And that is also how a man feels. Women, you need to be a little bit stronger. You also need to exercise your no. You need to get up. Why are women so lazy? They're just in bed scrolling, or you're on your couch eating potato chip, or you're on your couch eating a whole bunch of chips and scoops of ice cream or chocolate bars. You want a man to be healthy and generous and loving and so protective of you. And look, you don't even value yourself. You're at home on a dating site over here, binge eating on your dating sites, doing nothing that's making you look healthier, happier, or hotter. And you want a man to come over here and worship the ground that you walk on. Babe, you don't even worship the ground you walk on. So it's not a man problem. Women should be out here decentering themselves. Women should be out here decentering their bad habits and their bad mindsets and their toxicity within their mindsets. We should not be out here decentering men. Men are great. I truly believe that once you change yourself and become that girl, your energy will be so magnetic that you won't even have to worry about the low vibrational, useless men in the world. I get it. There are men out here that are just a waste of time, honestly, or a waste of space. But I do believe from what I attract and what I've seen, and honestly, I have good girlfriends that are wives and they're married and they're in healthy relationships. And I see how their men prioritize them and worship them. And I'm like, you set the standard. I don't compare my relationship or have high expectations based on what I see other people have. I just know what I want for myself. And so I had to definitely change who I am to align or change who I am to attract better. Now that I look better, I walk better, I show up as my higher self, I attract quality men. I say quality men because I don't want to say high value, because really, what is high value? I attract healthy men. I attract generous men. I attract kind and loyal, soft men in a sense where they're emotionally understanding, emotionally intelligent. They are just nurturing as well. They're providers. They're ambitious. I am all of the qualities that I attract in a man. I have masculine traits as well. I'm an aggressive trainer. I'm very straightforward and I say no. I get what I want. Men are not afraid to get what they want, go after what they want. And women are just so afraid out here, just like second guessing everything. I never wanted to be a woman like that. I know that I want to get whatever I want, no matter what it takes. And I'm willing to put in the work. A lot of y'all are like, I'm going to decenter, man. Baby, look at how often you give up on yourself. You need to be out here focusing on those reoccurring bad habits that you continue to entertain. All that toxicity that you continue to entertain as well with scrolling and comparing yourself and being jealous of other people online. That's not a man thing. That is a woman thing. I need this man to go away with this music. I truly believe now that I reflect back on my past life, men were never a distraction, baby. I just allowed them to be my distraction. Just like our phones, just like vices, just like pornography, just like music, just like toxic habits, we allow these things to be our vices. We allow ourselves to get swooped up and distracted and then addicted. We allow ourselves to use that as our vices and coping mechanisms, knowing that they're not even healthy. You should be in a relationship where you are able to still grow. Baby, you need to be self-motivated. You should be self-disciplined. You should be able to pick up and take care of yourself. No man should have to force you to take care of yourself. How is that attractive to tell a woman to eat better, to look better, to dress better, to smell better, to take care of your private parts? How is that attractive? Baby, you should already know how to do that before you're in a relationship. How are you going into a relationship and you don't even know how to use your money, grow your money, spend your money, and you're out here always going through a fast food drive-through or buying a ton of clothes that you don't even like how you look like in? So it's not a man's problem. The man is not a distraction. You've made him the center of your life. That's a you problem, sweetie. Some of y'all just need to enjoy being single. It's a blessing to be single. Why do you guys think it's such a bad thing to be single? Because you see all these people holding hands and taking all these pictures and posing for the gram. I had that at one point, and I said I'd never do that again. And I'm in the healthiest relationship now because I have nothing to prove on social media. Nothing. I don't want my man on social media. I don't even want to take pictures with him for social media. I just want to take candid moments with him, take candid photos with him just for us. I want to be in his company. I want to be in his presence. I want to love him down every single day of his life because God has blessed me with an amazing soul. And you guys don't even value the people that are in your life, nor do you value yourself. And you're out here entertaining toxicity, thinking that this is what God sent for you. No, you've allowed this to hold you back from what God has truly sent for you. You need to be single sometimes. You need to work on yourself. You need to hold yourself accountable. If you're struggling with bad habits and showing up for yourself, and you're constantly talking negatively about yourself, it's just so toxic that why are you bringing that into another relationship, especially with a grown man? I like my men grown. I even like them gray. But y'all, if you are currently looking for a coach, if you are currently wanting to join my mentorship group, my second challenge, definitely click the link down below, because baby, we're getting ready for the second challenge. The second challenge is another 6-week challenge. And this time I am aiming to give away more money. This challenge currently that's going on right now, my first challenge, I'm giving away 350 USD to the first place winner and 200 USD to the second place winner. And then I have been giving out gift cards weekly to Best Effort and Best Transformation. But it's been booming. The girls have been crushing it. They've been showing up, showing out. Oh, baby, whether they're married, single, or dating, I know their man is like, girl, I love what's being produced. So if you're looking to join the next challenge, definitely come through. The link is down below. Sign up now, because the 50 spots went before, and then all of y'all were just like, oh my God, oh my goodness, can you open? No, I'm not opening. Once we hit our targets, we are not opening up any more rooms, because we have over 50 women in this group chat, and it's wild. So I was like, you know what? I need to start capping at my limits and not accept more. I was just being too nice. I can be too nice sometimes. But ladies, y'all have to work on yourself. You attract what you are. So currently, if you have bad habits, if you constantly self-sabotage, or you constantly seek validation from other people to feel good, you know what I mean? Or you're or emotionally dependent, or seeking just everything outside of yourself right now, this is the perfect time while you're single to work on yourself and blossom. You should be becoming your healthiest, your hottest self, so that you are undeniable. Some of you guys are deniable because you're not healthy. Simple as that. Because you're not healthy. Your cortisol levels are high because of stress and eating, right? You're not working out. You're not moving your body. You're lazy and sluggish. What man wants a woman that has no stamina? And I truly believe that if somebody is choosing people based on bad habits, it's because they settled themselves. I told my man that he had to go and lose weight, because he was gaining weight, and because he gains weight around his torso. And I'm like, this is not what I signed up for. I get it. I'm going to have seasons where I fall off, but I would want you to tell me the same. I would want you to call me out and be like, babe, come on. I know you can look better, because my habits have been thrown off. Y'all are out here allowing yourselves to be thrown off, and you're unhealthy. This is not good for your future, for longevity of health. And you're allowing it to happen in your life, or to the people in your life. If you truly love people in your life, you want to see them at their healthiest. You want to make sure that they're moving and grooving and taking care of their heart health, their lungs, their organs, their arteries. And you guys are out here abusing your life. So yes, I did tell my man that he needed to lose weight, and he did lose the weight, because when we see his mom's going to be like, you got a good woman over there keeping you in check, baby. He makes more money now because of me, because honey, you got to be in line. If I work hard, you need to work hard too. I'm not trying to be around anyone who wants to be lazier than me. And I get it that I can be very aggressive when it comes to going after goals. But what do you want out of your life? You shouldn't be just settling for the breadcrumbs. You shouldn't be settling for bad health, or laziness, or exhaustion, right? I want my man and the people around me, I want to be around for my children, to be riding bicycles as a family and doing really fun things and not being out of breath. Honey, just take care of yourself. Take care of the people that you love. I cook healthy food for my man, but you know what? When I'm not around, he would be in the container just scooping out almonds all the time, just scooping out almonds. And I'm like, dude, you need portion control. Why did you get so comfortable? People get comfortable in relationships, and he got comfortable. And I'm like, this is how men, I wouldn't say most men cheat on I wouldn't say most men cheat more than women, but men, it's a common thing that men go after a younger thing, or they go after somebody who is just more in shape or just more loving, or just men go after what they don't get at home, right? So you need to always be checking in with yourself and making sure that you're undeniable. And even if that man disrespected you, then honey, baby, because you look good and because you make your own money and because you can take care of yourself, then baby, we don't trip, we move on. We go and get the next. But your man, when he sees that you are undeniable, he should act accordingly. It should be no bueno for him. But you got to really be putting in the work. You got to stay 10 toes down on you. You got to be making sure that you're undeniable, that you're undefeatable, that you're unmatched. You got women out here that are younger putting in work. You got women out here that can only afford a $10 membership to the gym, and they're still going to the gym. They still look nice. And then you got these men out here turning their heads left and right, and you're feeling some type of way. Take care of yourself. I want my man to come home to a healthy, happy, hot, calm woman, right? Not somebody who is inflamed, bloated all the time, slow, lethargic, tired all the time, unhealthy, eating all this junk food, your gas stinks. I don't see how that is attractive. And then you got men out here ready to cheat on you. And I'm telling you, and I'm going to say this, I truly believe that if you have self-control, whether you're a man or a woman, if you have self-control, you are not going to cheat because of your self-control and your discipline. If you have no self-control, you will take anything left, right, and center. It's like going into a candy store knowing that you were supposed to stick to a meal plan and you go cheat on your diet. You have to build a lot of resilience and mental toughness when it comes to building your self-control and your discipline. I can travel wherever I want to. I can be around wealthier men. I can be around any kind of man. And my man or just anyone knows that I don't entertain it. I don't need another man. I don't need the wealthier man. What I need above anything is God. Me and God, when I'm with God, I feel great. And anything else that he blesses me with is a perk. So whether some man, that man, your man wants to cheat on you, then run to God. God has something better for you all the time, and he never misses. But it's so important that you still have freedom to be you, to grow, to blossom. And you should be around people that only allow you to do that and not hold you back. They should be able to trust you. I also believe that you shouldn't start off any relationship with toxicity. You shouldn't start off any relationship with jealousy or traumas or limiting beliefs, or using this excuse. I used to use it in the past. What is it? I have trust issues because of what others have done to me. And now I don't have trust issues. I just learned to let people know not to play with me. I show them through my actions not to play with me. When I'm out with my man, you got women and men turning, literally doing 360s. Do you think the lineup is short? You think that man knows the lineup is not short? Anyone can be replaceable. I know I can be replaceable, but I'm not tripping if I had to be replaced, because I know that God is always working in my favor. But as I'm in this relationship, baby, I'm only trying to get finer, wiser, wealthier, just a better version of myself. And it starts with God and having faith and trust in him for his directions and for whatever comes up on your path. But your man should not be the focus. God is the only man that you need to be focusing on. And no, I was like, you need to make sure people know not to play with you. You got to become hot shit. You need a best friend that's going to tell you, you need to become hot shit. You need to be walking them boardwalks by yourself. You don't have to dress like me, but you need to put a nice outfit on and remind yourself of who you are. Let's get to walking. My JI is going to die very soon. But here's my outfit. Glasses are Chanel. We bought them for my birthday last year in Paris. Dress is from Fashion Nova. The bag is from Teddy Blake. I will link the code to the bag down below and link my hair from RPG Show Hair. Baby, this bob is bobbing. Oh, this bob is out here making me feel like I am that girl. Y'all, while I'm on this boardwalk, it just feels like such a beautiful day. I also brought a blanket, so if I want to sit outside and sit down, I can. And how do I feel while recording? Honestly, I love producing content. I love showing up and making videos. I feel the best in nature and just talking. And it's just a beautiful thing. And I just love showing up for you guys. But I like putting on bold colors. And this bob honestly makes me feel so sexy. My mom, when I first had my hair done, was like, girl, this makes you look too old, but I really feel really classy and sexy. But even though many of us are dating in the dating phase or single, don't rush the process. Stay as healthy as you can. Take care of your health. Oh, it's such a beautiful day out. It's so sunny here and it's raining like crap in Calgary. But walking on the boardwalk is just so refreshing to my soul. It makes me so happy. You ladies need to work on yourself, knowing how to validate yourself, become your own best friend, hype yourself up. Girls do check in on their form and they're honest and transparent. And a lot of them will say that they battle with their mindset, they battle with believing in themselves, they battle with a lot of internal dialogues that happen constantly. You got to become your own best friend, no matter what it takes. That should be the number one goal after getting closer to God. Read his word. You want to get closer to God, read his word, understand his messages, understand the Bible, understand the passages, find a few scriptures that speak to you and align with your life right now, and just remind yourself, read them over, keep going and read them over. But listen, ladies, when I tell you, you need to become your own best friend, that way when people come in and out of your life, you're not crashing out. When people disrespect you, you don't give them the upper hand by entertaining or arguing it. You walk away. You show them who's boss, right? You stand on business. You stand on showing people you're confident. People should not play you. I can walk this boardwalk with so much confidence because I know I look good, baby. You couldn't tell me nothing. And you should get to the point where you can confidently walk anywhere and be yourself. You should be able to show up, be yourself. You should not have to be intoxicated or shrink yourself to feel comfortable to make other people feel comfortable or to make yourself feel comfortable. Baby, we don't do anything out of inconvenience or compromise. We gotta show up as yourself. And when you want to date people, stop drinking and smoking with people. You should not be intoxicated or on any substance. You should be clear minded. You should be able to be very you should be clear minded so that you can practice better discernment with your friends, with girlfriends, with new people, with energies. You should be able to read people left and right. Being intoxicated just so that you can feel a little bit more confident while you're buzzed just puts a wall up for you being yourself or for allowing that person to show you who they really are. This is why so many people are in toxic relationships and can't function, because you started off that relationship with toxicity or with drugs or with drinking, and now you guys have developed, and now you have developed probably an addiction to drinking or drugs or this toxicity and gossip and bad habits and staying up late and ordering junk food. And this is why so many people are in relationships where they gain more than 20 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds. You get pregnant and you have bad habits before you were even pregnant. And then you gained 100 pounds or 150 pounds, and then you blame it on being pregnant. Look at your habits. Look at your mindset. Look at the people that you allowed in your life. You need to be single so you set standards and you say no to anything that does not align with the woman that you want to become. Baby, I don't care if it doesn't work for you. If you feel sad about my decisions, this is my life. And you're living in my life. You're living in my reality. You're a part of my reality if I want you to be, right? So it's up to you. I had to get out of the sun because it was wild, y'all. But when it comes to decentering men, let's close out this video here. It is not about decentering men, baby. You should be out there going on dates, being seen only after you know how to validate yourself, show up for your goals, you have a consistent schedule and routine, your business is doing well, it's thriving, you're getting wiser, you're reading books, you have better structure in your life. You're doing what you need to provide for yourself, to become a healthier, hotter version of yourself. Then you can go on dates. I wouldn't even be focusing on a man. Building a relationship with God. You put God at the forefront and the center of your life. Whether you're going to church or listening to sermons online or reading the Bible, you're doing what is necessary to become a better you before you're even in the dating scene. This is so important. Why are you guys rushing so many steps? I had one client that was like, I want everything right now. Well, when we're in a rush, we overlook the red flags because you're in a rush. Let God use you. Let God build you and mold you and prepare you for the husband that He has for you. He has created husbands on this earth for wives, not for girlfriends. A lot of you guys aren't even prepared to be a wife. You don't take care of yourself. You don't eat well. You don't talk to yourself like you are a queen. You don't see value in yourself. You want children, but again, you don't take care of yourself. You don't nourish your body. You don't talk to yourself with love. How are you going to do that for your children? And then you create this cycle that runs through generations. Don't you think your children and your husband deserve the best version of the wife that you want to be so badly? So you need to take your time and develop yourself into the wife that you would want to be. Stop dating to date and start dating to be married. When a man meets you, he should be like, oh, she's a wife. And don't do what I did. I started out my relationships without God. And that's why I'm not married. That's why I'm not engaged, because I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop a lot of things, and I'm going to stop a lot of things and practice patience and celibacy and surrender a lot to God with both my partner and me before anything would move forward. And that is what I had to do to reap the benefits to getting here. So I say that to say, don't be like me. Start your relationships off with God at the forefront, where you abide by the Bible, you abide by God's rules and principles, because that's the highest standard. And so many of us are afraid to reach it, even though God knows and accepts us as imperfect. But we're afraid to reach it because we know that it takes a lot of work, discipline, and surrender. And I'm on this journey right now to surrender. And so I needed a partner that was going to be on the same mission to surrender and understand what we are doing. So I just want to share that with you guys. It's not about decentering men. It's about becoming more disciplined and self-control and stop being a drooling dog. Lastly here, you should see your body as a temple, just like it says it in the Bible. See your body as a temple. Why do people have access to your body? Why do you constantly keep giving it away? Why is it the first thing that you offer? Because you see no value in yourself. Ask yourself, why have so many people, or people who don't deserve your body, your time, your energy, the most sacred parts of you, why have they had so much access to you? Why do they still have access to you? Yeah, you should be focusing on yourself before even considering dating. It's not a man problem out here, it's a woman problem. And I don't see how a woman can properly nurture if she is unhealthy. Men need role models. They need a woman who's going to get them together. So it's so important for you to get yourself together. Remember, if you're looking to join my second challenge that will sell out fast, sign up down